I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. It is a City of Newburgh house with plenty of history, and it was badly damaged by fire this morning. The blaze broke out inside the house at number 99 Montgomery Street, and when firefighters arrived, they found flames shooting from two first-floor windows in the northern wing, which reportedly housed the kitchen and living area in the huge house. The northern wing sustained major fire damage with smoke damage throughout the rest of the structure. City of Newburgh Fire Chief Michael Vader said no one was in the residence when they arrived. No word yet on a possible cause. The Newburgh house was once the home of William Hasbrouck, a 19th century political leader. Police agencies are on the lookout following reports of a bank robbery at around 11:30 this morning in New Paltz. The robber, described as a bald white male, 5 feet 7 inches tall and around 40 years old, made off with an undisclosed amount of money from the Chase Bank branch on Plattekill Avenue in New Paltz. There was no initial word of any weapon involved. Now keep clicking back here at Record Online for updates on this developing story. Saying Sullivan County's become a destination for people to defraud Medicaid, Sullivan County legislator Cindy Geiger today announced a new county initiative to crack down on Medicaid abuse, waste, and fraud. The county's created a fraud investigative team featuring members of law enforcement and personnel with county family services. It will be headed up by retired Detective Sergeant Gerald Dietz, who spent more than 23 years with the Monticello Police Department. As Chief Fraud Investigator, he will coordinate efforts to track down those who are defrauding the Medicaid program in Sullivan County.
There are a lot of people who need benefits, and we realize this. But there are also people who feed off the system. They will lie and manipulate the system. They will commit fraud. They will steal. They will get arrested, and they will get prosecuted.
We must not allow one penny to get lost to waste, fraud, abuse, or overpayment. On the state level, Medicaid costs us all $55 billion a year. That is more than $1 billion per week. It is the single largest expense in the state of New York and the #1 expense on my tax bill in Sullivan County.
Sullivan County is open for business, but we are not open for fraud, waste, and abuse. Those who do it will be detected. Those who do it will be prosecuted and held accountable.
Officials hope the work of the county's fraud investigative team will recoup hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And they've set up a hotline number for anyone who knows of someone ripping off the system. That number is 845-513-2392. Elsewhere, town of Wallkill police have charged the teenage boy with inappropriate sexual conduct that involved a 13-year-old girl on an after-school sports bus. It reportedly happened March 21st, and following a police investigation, 17-year-old Luis Orlando Cintron of the town of Wallkill was charged with misdemeanor counts of forcible touching, second-degree sexual abuse, and endangering the welfare of a child. People who chose to get involved helped City of Kingston police make a robbery arrest. According to police, Brian Allen forcibly stole a wallet from another man at the city's Trailways bus station. Other passengers witnessed the struggle and intervened. Allen then ran off. Officers later located the 44-year-old Poughkeepsie man with the help of the passengers. Allen has been charged with first-degree robbery and criminal possession of a weapon. In this case, a knife. Police in Kingston say Allen had a previous robbery conviction back in 1987. It's the start of a new era in the village of Highland Falls as newly elected Mayor Patrick Flynn formally took the reins during a meeting Monday night that began with swearing-in ceremonies. Flynn defeated Joseph D'Onofrio in last month's election. D'Onofrio had served as Highland Falls mayor for the past 20 years. Flynn says one of the top priorities of his administration will be to bring more businesses to the village's main commercial thoroughfare. And Flynn chose to preserve a D'Onofrio tradition at the start of the meeting by calling for a moment of silence for fallen soldiers and fallen community members. In Middletown, the search continues for state or federal funding to help the city's Public Works Department with needed repairs. A year and a half after Hurricane Irene and Tropical Storm Lee caused extensive damage to DPW headquarters on Monhagan Avenue, including a huge sinkhole that is yet to be repaired. DPW Commissioner Jacob Tawil says what is needed is a project to enlarge a section of culvert along Monhagan Brook that flooded and caused the extensive damage to DPW facilities. The department has been able to move much of its operations back to the Monhagan Avenue base of operations, but the sinkhole and needed culvert work remain. And police in Dutchess County are investigating the theft of a 150-pound cannon from the Howland Cultural Center in Beacon. Center officials discovered the cannon was missing last Friday, and now police are trying to figure out where it might be. The iron cannon dates back to the late 1800s, and historians think it was used as a starter cannon for boat races. It had been donated to the Beacon Historical Society. Police are looking into the possibility the cannon was stolen in order to be sold for scrap. Still feels like March and not April, but it will warm up gradually in the days ahead. Wednesday will be sunny and cool with the highs around 45 degrees. Thursday will be partly sunny with temperatures expected to reach 50 degrees. Keep clicking back here at Record Online to get news whenever and wherever it breaks, and get the information you need to start your day in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.